Starbucks now doing more than apologizing for two recent incidents of racial bias. In California, a black man claims he was denied access to a bathroom code at a Los Angeles store, but says a white customer was given the code, no problems. And you've heard about the case in Philadelphia. Two black men were handcuffed for sitting at a Starbucks without buying anything.
Mr. Johnson apologized on behalf of Starbucks. And the conversation continues today about how this painful incident can become a vehicle for positive social change.
Starbucks plans on making change happen by educating its employees. KPIX 5's Juliette Goodrich shows us what nearly 175,000 employees across the United States are expected to learn.
The arrest of two black men at a Philadelphia Starbucks location triggered multiple days of protests and calls for a Starbucks boycott. And then Starbucks in Southern California accused of racism after a bathroom incident caught on video.
This is not your business, though.
And now Starbucks announced today it will close more than 8,000 stores on the afternoon of May 29th, so all of its employees can undergo training for unconscious bias.
I specialize in workplace investigations.
Camille Hamilton-Payton says what it comes down to is making people aware of unconscious bias.
Training is prevention, and that's what we do as attorneys to keep our clients out of trouble, to make sure that a workplace climate is healthy, is productive, is thriving.
She says she asks her clients a series of questions.
So just think of a name in your mind, the first name that pops into your mind.
Questions Starbucks employees will likely be asked during unconscious bias training.
One word would be leader. Write down the first name. Teacher. Write down the first name that pops into your head. And then we'll ask the group, okay, for leader, how many people thought of or wrote down the name of an Asian American? How many people thought of or wrote down the name of someone who's Latino?
She says employees are often given faces and titles to react to as well.
And that's a test that makes you aware of how you are reacting. You'll see different faces, and it'll be associated with different traits. And you have to press different keys on your computer to associate a face, which may be a race, it may be a gender, with some trait.
And she says whatever the answer may be, there is no shame, there's no blame. It's just to get employees to go through unconscious bias training and to open up a dialogue again. And she says Starbucks and other companies should do the same. In the East Bay, Juliette Goodrich, KPIX 5.